Hello! You already save a lot of money every year thanks to our videos, so save on car parts too. Buy them on the Mr. Auto app. Shipping is free.
Turn off the ignition. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Open the brake fluid reservoir. In order to change the brake discs and brake pads on your vehicle, you will have to raise the front of the car and take off the wheels. This will provide you with full access to the brake discs. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels, raise the front of the vehicle, and put in the two axle stands. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. To release the disc, insert a medium flathead screwdriver that can go between the edge of the disc and the brake caliper mount. Using a socket wrench and a 12mm socket, release the two holding screws on the disc. Withdraw the screwdriver. Turn the disc outwards. This will facilitate the process. Insert a flathead screwdriver to the outer extremity of the oblong hole located on the front of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will then push the piston in. Take a pair of pliers, remove the key from the pin on the brake caliper locking. Then remove it by sliding it out using a small hammer, then the pliers. Flip the caliper upwards and remove the pads. You can slip them off by pushing them away from the disc. With a socket wrench and a 70mm socket, remove the two holding screws on the brake caliper mount. This will enable you to remove all of the brake caliper mount. Tip: attach a piece of electrical cable or a piece of string to one of the coils on the suspension spring. To avoid damaging the brake hose, attach it to the suspension using a cable you have already attached. Finish by removing the screws that fasten the disc on so you can completely take it off. Clean the hub with a wire brush, and once that is done, coat it with copper grease. This will help avoid deterioration caused by oxidation and aid with future interventions. Before putting the new disc in place, it is vital to clean it using a brake cleaner and paper towels to take off the storage paraffin. If your new disc is painted, you can place it directly onto the wheel hub. Place the new disc onto the hub and rescrew the two fastening screws by hand as much as possible. Separate the brake caliper, mount brake caliper, and put it in place. Put the brake caliper mount back on, screwing by hand to begin with. And finish Finish using the socket wrench and a 17mm socket to fix it in place. Using a wire brush, clean the brake caliper mount on the area of the pads. This will make it easier to put them in place. Coat the outside of the new pads with copper grease and slide them into the brake caliper mount. You can now put the brake caliper in place and reassemble the lower locking pin on the brake caliper. Then lock this in place using the key supplied with the new plates. Reuse the screwdriver technique to stop the rotation of the disc. This will allow you to fully tighten the fastening screws of said disc. Don't forget to withdraw the electrical cable or string that you attached to hold the caliper. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Be careful. Before using your vehicle again, start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to bring the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 50 kilometres or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation completed.